G'day team, Joey Wheeler and
Matt Faddes from the Highlanders.
Here we're proud to be pairing up with Headfirst to burst the bubble on mental health. We're going to talk about things around rugby and how we deal with pressure situations regarding mental health. Rugby can be a pressure cooker not only on the field but off it as well, and we think it's really important that you keep as mentally fit as you do physically fit. So Matt's going to run us through a couple of things that he might have struggled with in terms of mental health over his career so far. So let's crack into it, Matty. Stress and pressure. You've had a couple of experiences of that through your career so far. Can you run us through those?
Yeah, I suppose just talking about the stress, I mean, it's normally a pretty big week with training and whether or not if you're selected into the team, you know you've got a big job at the end of the week, so just keeping mentally fresh, whether it's your day off, I tend to go hunting or just hang out with the dog or something, just get a real mental break. There's no worries in the world when you're out with your dog and chasing deer or whatever, so I found that was massive for me, just so I could come back to training at the tail end of the week and be sharp and fresh leading into the game.
Yeah. Obviously with Super Rugby there's a lot of pressure around performance and making sure that you get those valuable wins for not only your franchise or whoever you're playing for, but how did you deal with that? Because at the start of your career you used to have a wee ritual before the game?
Yeah, I was a serial vomiter. Yeah, so my first season, before every game I'd go into the toilets and bring up my beetroot juice as such, and I mean it was just something, it was just all nerves. I was worried about, not so much letting coaches down or letting the fan base down or anything, it's more just letting your teammates down. I mean, they're the guys you're driving to impress and such. So yeah, I used to vomit before every game, and I actually spoke to Tony Brown about it, and he spoke about getting a checklist and just having a coping mechanism, and on my checklist it was just about, I nailed my recovery in the week, nailed my training and done all my homework as well. So before I'd go out to warm up, I'd tick those 3 boxes, and it would just give you confidence leading into a game. And yeah, I remember my first few games, I'd drop a ball stone cold with no reason, and all it was nerves. I don't know, well, I was panicking, and so yeah, I was able to boot those nerves with that coping mechanism of what Brownie spoke to me about, and yeah, I mean, you can either learn to cope with it or find something to confront it, and or else it's just going to hinder you for a long time.
I think it's a really important message, is that especially for young men, we don't talk about it enough. If we're struggling with, especially with rugby, with parts of the game where we mentally struggle. So I think that's a really brave step to take, is seeking advice from especially an experienced guy like Brownie, who's been there, done that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, he's got plenty of experience. He's not the youngest, but yeah, I mean, he was good to talk about it, and yeah, he's got the experiences of similar things. So no, he was really good for me, and like you said, it's good to speak to someone that's got a bit of experience in it.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Sounds like you're doing a great job, so keep it right on, son. Keep seeking advice, I say.
Absolutely. Cheers all.
Good on you.